There's nothing more annoying, is there, than coming back from a holiday, particularly a free holiday, and finding, well, some dirty laundry to deal with. Oh yes, that's the latest. Face it, of course, Harry and Meghan upon their return back from their holiday to Nigeria. As ever, let me explain. Morning, nice to see you. You all right? Yes, thank you so much for joining me as ever today. It is that worst thing, isn't it, though? You know, you turn back from holiday and there you are. You've got all the laundry to do, the suitcases to unpack, people to fire. It's a hard life, isn't it? You know, this is Meghan, of course, who's now decided that she's found a new ancestral home. Malta apparently was one previously. Seemingly she has more homes than the British politician Angela Rayner currently. But, you know, this is Meghan who's pushing very hard ahead with her plan, of course, to set up an individual and, of course, exclusive royal court, something that Harry looks slightly embarrassed about from time to time. But now, of course, her company have been called Delinquent. This is a company that was set up, the Archwell Foundation, to raise money for charity because, as Harry and Meghan both said, that charity is paramount in their lives. In fact, if you recall, back in that magazine interview for Time, apparently they run towards problems. Yes. Yeah, well, they're not running towards this particular problem, are they? Because they've been banned currently from raising money or indeed operating right now. Now, as we're recording this, apparently a check's winging its way on all of that sort of stuff, you know, so that could be resolved, sorted out, hopefully, fingers crossed. Now, apparently, I've contacted the particular company and they say they have no recollection of any check being sent or maybe got missing in the post. These things do happen, to give the benefit of the doubt. But now it gets even more interesting because this is the real story, you see. The bottom line really is Meghan wants to find out the mole. That's right, who is the mole that leaked this particular story to the media? Because it was leaked, there's no two ways about it. And she's savvy enough to know that someone in camp, as it were, has done the deed, the dirty. Now, you could take your pick really, because as we told you recently, lots of ex-staff that were part of the royal team when Meghan had a short tenure over here within the British monarchy are all ready to spill the beans. People, when you fire them on a regular basis, and I maybe use that term loosely, perhaps they're let go, their job expired, maybe they don't need them as much now. Who knows what goes on behind the scenes of those revolving Montecito doors. But what's happened is clearly that somebody is very keen to expose exactly the shenanigans behind the scenes, because this was directly offered to not just one, but 4 media organisations, complete with proof. So if I were Meghan and Harry, I'd be very concerned about this new team that they have around them. Now, you can understand the new team that they have around them as well, this new masterminded PR team, will be thinking basking in glory, wonderful, climbing on the plane back from Nigeria to be met with this bombshell. Well, that's actually not the case. They knew about this particular story before they went to Nigeria. And again, that was part of one of the updates and the battles behind the scenes as to why Meghan was late. She wanted to be updated on that. Now, where it gets even more complicated is they're more concerned about what else now could leak out, because they've been a little bit remiss on tying certain individuals down of late. It's difficult, isn't it? Because you've had Archwell Productions, you've had Spotify. There are lots of people who they let in, had access to their world, and then were treated, some might suggest, badly. I'm not suggesting that, just to be sure. What I find fascinating about this, though, is the charitable aspect will be very damaging, because as it was leaked before, 1 hour a week does not make a charity. And given the fact that they've treated this particular charity so glibly, if it's so paramount to their lives, then this is going to stop donations. And by that I mean any celebrity that possibly thought they wanted now to align themselves to the Archwell Foundation, this is going to be a hammer blow. But more importantly, Meghan truly is wanting to know who is the mole, and is literally searching as we speak. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.